Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. This is the day 8 of my spoken English playlist. Today's topic is personal finance. This is a topic which is close to my heart. Also, you are going to love it. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe the channel. As I said earlier, I start my video with a motivational quote. So today's quote is worst thing we have less time. Most of the time we think that we have less times. The best thing we still have time. Whatever times is gone, it will never come. But whatever times remains, we can use that times in our life. So be positive my friend and let's get to the topic. So title of today's video is Never Build on Sand. What is the meaning behind this title? Whenever you want to build anything on sand, any kind of wave, if come, then whatever you build, that might be destroy. That's why the topic is never build on sand. Before building anything, you need to consider about the ground. So without further delay, let's read it the whole article. One of the fallacies around personal finances is the accessibility of so-called advices all around. There is a lot of material on the net. Here net means internet, like podcast, self-help books. The next para. So there is no dearth of informations, but such informations lulls one into a sense of false proficiency. General information hardly takes into account one's personal situations, needs, and risk appetite. Hence, decisions taken do not turn out to be the right fit most times. The next one or the last one, the advisor needs to stand by the client in their life journey and needs to guide them with their money, help them achieve their goals. So this is the whole article. Please pause the video and read it loud so that your pronunciation skills and the reading skills developed. Now let's get into its detail. One of the fallacies around personal finances is, here fallacies means mistaken beliefs, wrong beliefs on something. The argument contains many fallacies. Suppose you heard some arguments from TV channel or some podcast or from YouTube. That arguments may not be true. So there are some misconception also. That is the problem, that always whatever you listen might not be true. There are some misconception also. One of the fallacies around personal finances. So regarding personal finances, there are some mistaken belief. What are the mistaken belief? Is the accessibility of so-called advice all around. In this internet era, we can take advice from internet. Nowadays the information is all over. We need to do less work to get those informations. But the problem is that informations are true. Accessibility means how easily something can be accessed. In this generations, informations can be accessed easily, like using internet. Just one click, you get the informations. But before accepting the informations, do you ask yourself that the informations is true or false? That is the point here, friend. Then so-called means used to show doubt or sarcasm. Why it is used to show doubt in this article? Have all the advices, but is that advices is true? There is a kind of doubt present. For that reason, that so-called is written. There is a lot of material. Lot of means many or a large amount, means there is a many materials or a large amount of materials that are present on the internet, like podcast, like self-help books, and also blogs. So the materials is already present in the internet, but there is a problem. What are the problem? So there is a no dearth of information. Now dearth means a lack or scarcity, means the things which are present minimal in this world. Like there is a dearth of good people, like there are few people who are good in manner. There is no lack of informations, but much information lulls one into a sense of false proficiency. Now lulls means cause to relax or becomes inactive. The music lulls babies to sleep. Music makes the baby relax. The second one is sense. Sense means a feeling, that you feel something. For example, he has a sense of duty. He understands that he has a duty or responsibilities. Proficiency means skills or expertise. Your mother is expertise in cooking. She has proficiency in English. She speaks English in fluently. So the meaning of this sentence is such informations, these types of information that podcast, self-help books, advice that we find in the internet, these informations lulls means makes relax one into a sense of false proficiency. Means this information makes someone's that yes we know everything and people tend to get relaxed ten- and people and people tend to get relaxed and feels that yes we achieved something, but this is a fallacy means mistaken belief, wrong belief. General information hardly takes into account. Now hardly means almost not. There is a less percentage of yes, like 99% case there is no. 99% chance that he didn't study and 1% chance that he may study. Next one takes into account. The meaning of it like consider or includes. Suppose you are riding in a cycle. At that time you need to consider about the road and about the vehicles which are passing by. The example like we should take weather into account means we should consider weather. Weather has a significant impact in our life. For that we should consider. General information less time consider. Now consider what? One personal situation, needs and risk appetite. Risk appetite means willingness to take risk, your capabilities. So the example is risk appetite is low. The capabilities of taking risk is low. So the meaning of this sentence like general informations less consider one personal situation's need and risk appetite. They are general, they are not specific kind of personal finance. Means in that podcast, in that self-help book, the writer or who is speaking is never considered about one's personal situation or one personal needs, their risk appetite, their current situation, their incomes, like they give some general informations. This is the problem. Hence, decisions taken do not turn out to be the right fit most times. If you take the informations which is not being made for your personal situations or personal needs or risk appetite, how that decision or how that advice will work for you, that will not work for you. That's why they are saying like most of the times they will not turn out. Now turn out means result in. The result of those advice most of the times not fit because they are for general people, not a person specific. So the next point, the advisor needs to stand by the client. Here client means the investors like me, like you. Advisor needs to what? Now standby means to support. Example, his friends always stand by for him. Means his friends always give him support. Like the advisor needs to support to the investor, not give the general informations. How do you the advisor give the support? Using their life journey, their needs to guide and their money. If the advisor know the person's life journey, their needs and how much money they have, then the advisor gives the right amount of advice, help them achieve their goals. When the advisor give the curated points or curated advice, then one can get into the safety level. That is, after that they help them achieve their goals. This is the whole article. So the moral of the article is what? Like, don't follow anyone blindly. What is happening in this generation? We see a video or you see any kind of informations from let's say YouTube or from Google. We jump into it without considering is it wrong or right. And after listening any podcast or seeing any videos, we thought that this advice will work for us and we do all kind of calculations, but that is not going to work most of the time. Before taking advice from the YouTube or from any other media, please need to be sure that your situation, your needs, and your risk appetite are different. That's it, my friend, for this video. Thank you. And if you fi- and if you find the video helpful, please hit like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you want to write anything or if you face any difficulties, write down in the comment section. That's all, my friend. Jai Hind.